boundaries. Welcome to PWI Championship Wrestling. This week, subbing for Dave Yearwood, The Real Deal, and The Live Wire. Now down to ringside,
Slugger Shane.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. This is Dallas Tornado James, and Dave Yearwood's still out sick, so we have some special guests again. Boy, I don't know. You talk about there will be no boundaries. Let me introduce to you the Live Wire guy. Is that what you go by?
That's what
Just
my mother
Live
called me.
Wire. And we got the Real Deal.
And his opponent
Real deal.
from Indianapolis,
Except
Indiana,
no
and
imitations.
weighing 165 pounds, the Indiana Kid.
And we've got a couple of new wrestlers this week. We got Slugger Shane and the Indiana Kid, sometimes known as the Indiana Rocker. And gentlemen, I'm going to try to stay with you.
Did you say that guy was slamming Shame? Is that what you said he was?
Slugger Shane.
Oh, something like that.
Let me check those earphones.
Yeah.
What is it again?
Maybe you've been talking to Terry too much, you know. I'm not real sure there.
It's the Indiana Kid, I think he said, versus Clubber Lang. Looks like Indiana Kid's going up. He's actually got this kid bigger than him. I'm kind of thrown off.
Two lightweights.
You know, we're probably going to see a lot of topes and planches in this match, guys. What do you think, Tornado?
And we got that good referee in there this week.
Oh, Mr. K. Fabian's back. Welcome back, Mark. That's he's not that good-looking guy with the glasses, but hey.
And I see Nike selling some more wrestling boots.
Is that, maybe that's the Pony Corporation. I'm not sure. You know, you're a fine class individual when you wear those.
You know, I shouldn't say anything because I once started out some 15 years ago.
Whoa, you date yourself, buddy.
Well, I'm older than I look.
You can date anybody you wanted to.
Yep, you've probably dated Kimberly.
Have you ever?
Well, wait a minute.
Now, we gotta know the
people
scoop.
on the wild side might get a little upset there. I've got a Terry down there too, you know.
Oh, yeah. Ooh,
And the
look at
foreman
this.
there, Dustin, might get real upset if he heard that.
ooh, big power slam, a la Steve Williams. Right, he got, ooh. What do you think, Deal? I'm impressed.
I'm impressed. That was a good show of strength. This young Indiana Kid, Indiana Rocker.
If he was named the Kid, he should be young.
Isn't it actually the Indiana Kid? Wasn't his father some kind of a so-called wrestler in the area?
I don't know.
Looks like Slammin' Shane is, or Slugger Shane, I don't know. He's not really giving a very good showing. The Indiana
minute.
Rocker Kid, whatever.
Let's see what the
This
Slugger
kid
Kid is.
sometimes, he kind of sometimes, he's conducting. He, ladies and gentlemen, this is going to be tough. It's easier
Nice
to wrestle blind. I don't know what I'm doing here.
There's a good elbow drop. This kid, I think, knows what he's doing.
Well, this rocker, he, this Indiana Kid, I'll get it spit out, sometimes teams up with the Midnight Rocker and the Rocker Express.
He just rocked his
Good
world.
young tag team.
We're rubbing off on you, aren't we, Tornado? We're
Well, I
making
tell you
confused.
what.
Slingshot, suplex, holla, toe planter.
You got that right, man.
Another Texan.
You got that right. Texas has produced nothing but great champions, the Von Erichs, the Funks, and the James.
Boy, for a minute there, I thought you was going to go to Austin.
Well,
And I don't mean Austin, my brother. I mean the city of Austin. And ooh, we all know who comes from there.
oh,
Where'd that come from?
gold dust. Boy, are we really live on Pro Wrestling International
Look at
this
this.
week.
This kid wanting a faster count. You can't blame him for that. You got to look for every break. You're a young kid, and you guys are making fun of his boots and everything else, which you guys shouldn't really do. Dallas, excuse me, Mr. Tornado, you said
You can
you
call me
started.
Dallas, that's fine.
Well, thank you, and you can call me Mr. Deal.
What is your deal?
I'm going to tell you what my deal is. Look at this. This kid, they're both starting out. They're both young wrestlers. You're making fun of them. You had to start there, too.
No, I'm not making fun of him. I'm just saying if you're going to enter the world of professional wrestling, you don't do so with equipment that's halfway. If you're going to get in there, you better get in there knowing that you're going to get in there with some of the best talent, and you you got to be prepared. Wearing a pair of tennis shoes is not prepared in my book.
Well, you know, it looks like he just got done cutting his lawn. You know, it's kind of got that hint of green on it. Right now,
as Howard would once say, I'm just telling it like it is.
You got that one right. Ooh, big snap into the ropes. What's he going to do? Major hip toss, something
He
or other.
almost went. That was kind of interesting.
The kid's got some talent. I won't sit here and say he doesn't.
But he's got tennis shoes on. Tell him, Deal.
Well, I've been tapped on the shoulder saying that's boots, but that guy's
Are those
blind.
logging boots?
Hey, go get me a Coke, pal.
Ooh, big cross body block. 1, 2. Mark's a little slow tonight. He's just not on his game.
Well, look at these two kids. They're both young. They're both hungry. I mean, they don't have probably a lot of money. They haven't made those big
Or
money
friends.
matches like they have.
All right,
like
point
somebody
well
else
taken.
has.
Point well taken.
You know, all of us can't
Where'd
be
you
made
get
of
this guy at?
Wheeler, Michigan. He had a
That's
cup and
not
some
true.
pencils.
Apparently, you guys don't remember. Oh, look at that. He's not going to remember much at all.
That was some sweet chin music.
You guys must not remember the real deal. I used to run with the big boys.
But now you're in Pro Wrestling International.
God's country.
That's it right there. That's got to be the 3 count.
1, 2, 3. And the winner.
And the winner, Indiana Kid.
Thank you, Rich.
Fabulous ring.
Great.
Well, we got through 1. What's up next, boys?
Looks like we have the Midnight Rocker versus Sergeant Nelson.
Hi, fans, and welcome to Pro Wrestling International. You got the real deal alongside.
Live wire.
And
The Tornado. Match number 2 this week, gentlemen.
Got Sergeant Nelson here, one of the Marine Corps'
Hey,
finest.
get up, salute.
Yep.
I am
In hit. Neil, you used to be in the service, didn't you?
I was the Gomer Pyle of Indianapolis.
Looks like we've got referee Bill Holtman here, scratching that fine bald spot. You
Bill
know,
kind of has a military too,
Bill's not just the president; he's also a member.
and he is a member. You're right.
You got that right. I think he's taking on a young newcomer to the Pro Wrestling International, the Midnight Rocker.
This should be an interesting match. 2 young guys here in Pro Wrestling International. As you see, Sergeant Nelson getting rid of the duds and handing them to our lovely ring attendant, Miss Kim.
What do you know about the Midnight Rocker, Tornado?
He's quick. He's fast.
What do you
He's
know about
new.
Miss Kim?
I figured you'd ask that. Nelson's looking really good this week, isn't he?
He's looking fit as a fiddle.
I think Miss Kim must be kind of out of that John Dillinger era, the lady in red.
Or you could.
Stunned you, didn't I?
She is.
I know my Indiana
You didn't-
history.
you
Why do you
didn't-
think I grow the beard? I spend so much time up here. It's hot down in Texas.
I bet you.
Just
Look.
kicking back, enjoying a good match. Beautiful suplex, body
Gut wrench
slam.
style. That was very quick. Usually don't see that until the later stages of the matches.
You know, these two are both young newcomers, but do have the
The
experience.
rocker don't get up, it's going to be the late stages.
Oh, that you got that right. Big clothesline there by Sergeant Nelson.
Is he bleeding or something? It looks like he has a bunch of tourniquets on his legs.
I believe those are just a rockin' style.
Oh, my fault, guys.
I know whenever I go to the concert, I like to tie band-aids on my feet.
What about the Pocahontas boots? What do you think, Tornado?
The Pocahontas boots.
Yep, it looks like he's poked a few harnesses.
Wait a minute, where's my crayons at? I need to keep notes.
Oh, goodness.
He's got some kind of UFC style.
Wait a minute, where's my
submission hold.
sunglasses at? The referee needs to change positions. I couldn't quite see that last trip.
That was a pretty nice full moon he gave us. Oh, this is a great match. They're tied up. Nelson's putting him back in the rope. Are we going to get a clean break here?
Let's see if we get a clean break. It would be nice to see one.
I think somebody just let in an elephant. I heard some feedback. What are you guys doing over there, these microphones?
I don't know. Looks like Nelson's working on the arm. That's a sign of a true ring class right there. Pick on a body part and focus on it.
Look at that, though. Look at that kick out of that.
Whoa,
and
super
over.
kick. Dallas, I've seen a lot of your matches, and you like to focus on one part of the body and kind of exploit it.
Well, you have to. You have to pick a part of the body and work on it. It depends on type of wrestler you're working on. If you got Von Blitzkrieg, get him off his feet. Got to get that weight advantage off of you.
Now, I
work
have a
on his
question.
air.
I have a question for you, Dallas. How would you get a man like Blitzkrieg off his feet?
I think you just keep him away from the table.
Make him chase you a little bit. Play defense, make him chase you. He's going to run out of oxygen after about, probably half a second. And then take that knee out because that knee's got a lot of stress on it.
Speaking of knees having a lot of stress on it, the Midnight Rocker is sure giving Nelson one heck of a workover on that knee. He's just not letting up. He is relentless.
Thought he was almost going to get a... And Nelson doing something I've
Whoa,
never seen
did I
do.
see him rake the eyes?
Oh, he's got a bad wheel, guys.
Hand me that pink one. I need to write that down.
Ooh, he's exposing that injury to the leg even more.
Look at that. The Midnight Rocker, he is just not going to give up. It's these young guys. You know, a lot of times we'll come out and we'll say something about how youthful they are and inexperienced. But these young guys are the lifeblood. They're tomorrow's stars, and you've seen them today here in the PWI.
They are the future of professional wrestling. There ain't no kindreds here. What do you think, Tornado?
Well, these guys come out here and they work quickly. They move after move after move, and I'm going to ignore that last statement. I know you're over there looking at me like I'm some sort of idiot, but you'll notice I like to slow the pace down. I like to slow it down.
Veteran right there.
Sometimes you got to speed it up, but I like to slow it down. I've always said I may not be the strongest, I may not be the quickest,
or the best looking.
Well, that's true too, but I darn well may be the smartest.
Well, that's arguable, but hey.
Open to debate.
You're good in my book, Tornado.
Thanks a lot.
Looks like they're mainly focusing on the legs in this. I wonder if there's some injuries with both these wrestlers that I'm not aware of.
You have to kind of wonder about that. You have to wonder about why a wrestler will go after a certain body part. The Rocker is a young high flyer. Maybe if you take his knees out, he's not going to be able to get up in the air for a drop kick, say, or a Frankenstein.
Yeah, or topes, planches, moonsaults, you name it, the Rocker can do it. What do you say, Tornado?
Boy, I am seeing some stuff out of Sergeant Nelson that I've never seen. That was a headbutt right to the... Well, you know what.
You know, this Rocker and the young man we had on in our first match, the Indiana Kid, which, again, sometimes goes as the Indiana Rocker, they make a fine young tag team. And I think here in the fans here in the PWI better keep their eyes open for them.
You think Walker and Powers ought to take notice, or you think these two are a little green yet to get some serious title contention?
Well, I think they're going to have to work their way up. There's a lot of good tag teams here in the PWI. We don't know who Damian Anderson's put together as his tag team yet for the Devil's Den. There's always Austin and myself, even though right now, obviously, I'm going to be concentrating on singles matches. The Dangerous Bull, Don Basher, I hear rumors he might be bringing in a new man to be his partner. They're going to have to work their way up, and Walker and Powers know each other real well. They've had wars for many years. Now they're together, and they're looking real good as the champs.
You know, after this, Ian Rotten runs his little feud with Pondo and finally sells that. You know, Ian's got a lot of friends in the world of professional wrestling. Who knows who he might bring in to go after the gold?
Would it be his brother?
I don't know. I'm not sure if they've really patched up the relationship yet, but could we see Bad Breed versus James Boy sometimes in the future?
Well, I'd be willing to sign it. Ian and I are very good friends, but if the matchmaker feels that that's the best match and we're the top two teams, that's something new in '96 we're going to look at is there's no friends. We're going to put the best matches out there.
Look at this submission hold by Sergeant Nelson.
It's kind of an octopus hold. He's stretching kind of the arm.
He might get a submission.
Bill Holtum right in there checking.
He did.
Oh, that's Sergeant Nelson showing that he's got a little more ring experience than the young Rocker.
His leg is feeling it. He took quite a beating on that left leg, that left knee, but I'm not exactly sure what kind of hold that was, but Midnight Rocker had enough of it.
It's good we saw a nice, clean match, guys. Congratulations to those two combatants.
This is PWI Live, and Pro Wrestling International returns to Indianapolis on Saturday, January the 13th, 7 o'clock, International Arena, 1056 East Vermont Street. Already signed for the PWI title, Dallas Tornado James with his brother Austin in his corner against El Diablo with Von Blitzkrieg in his. Also, in addition, Damian Anderson will be handcuffed at ringside to Papa James. For the PWI Tag Team titles, it's the newly formed Devil's Den, Von Blitzkrieg and who up against superstar TJ Powers, Gentleman Johnny Walker, East West Incorporated. For the PWI Television Championship, it's former friends, now enemies, Diamond Dan to go up against his former friend, Quicksilver. And in this special challenge match, you'll see former champion Bobo Brazil Jr. up against the man that turned out to be the masked man, Madman Pondo. Remember, all tickets priced at $5, under 6 a minute free, and the doors open up at 6 o'clock when PWI Pro Wrestling International returns to Indianapolis on Saturday night, January 13th at 7 o'clock with Invasion 96, A New Beginning, International Arena, 1056 East Vermont Street.
You know, this is going to be a tough one, guys. The bounty hunter and the lumberjack, I don't think they know the rules.
Who?
The booby hunter and the lumberjack.
The Lumberjack.
The lumberjerk, I'm sorry. Oh. What do you think about it?
Who is that guy? He fall off a log?
I don't know. He talks like he did. You know that.
I've never heard him talk.
Let's go back up to the pro.
Take it over, Rick.
And their opponent, at a combined weight of 470 pounds, Billy the Kid and Diamond Dan.
Got a paper
Accompanying them, their manager, Quicksilver.
Diamond Dan and Billy the Kid being escorted by Quicksilver. Dan and the Kid's never seen before, have they, Dallas?
Not that I know of.
There's a fire.
No, we got to let the fans know that this match was taped, obviously, well before season's meetings and what transpired. And we all know why Quicksilver was out there now. He was scouting.
Yeah, he might have been looking for a injury that Diamond Dan might have, and that's a very nice ring jacket Mr. Diamond Dan has on.
It sure is. And I want you to notice something throughout the course of this match. Watch the bond. Watch the friendship between Diamond Dan and Quicksilver. Quicksilver playing this up for months.
Dallas, you know those guys a lot better than we do. They were almost as close as brothers, weren't they?
They really were. Fire and Ice held the tag team titles on 2 separate occasions, losing them to T.J. Powers and myself in 1993. And then earlier this year, they lost in the tournament finale. Oh, I'm sorry, they lost to my brother and I. Well, I take that back. Let me back up here.
How many belts have you won, Tornado?
You need a real bell to keep them all in.
It's not me. It's they defeated. I got to give them their just due. They defeated Blackjack Colt and myself when we held the tag team titles, when he was subbing for the Bounty Hunter and blah, 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 blah. But, yes, they were very close. If you think back, if you guys saw this early in 1995, another masked man earlier in, I think, January or February of 95, attacked Diamond Dan in the tag team tournament. Quicksilver said he was right there beside him the whole time. And then when Quicksilver got injured at the hands of the Heartthrob, we all remember the Twisted Steel and Sex Appeal, where was Diamond Dan? That's one side of the story. I've talked to Dan. He said he was there. So
I heard another version. Someone said that Quicksilver didn't receive a single call from Diamond Dan when he was on the shelf. I don't know.
I find that hard to believe.
Well,
now we know that Diamond Dan recently got married.
Yep, he got hitched. Took
Got
the big
hitched,
plunge.
was on a honeymoon, took some time off of wrestling. Quicksilver's got to look at that.
Quicksilver
Just
should
because
look
he
at that.
can't keep a girl, don't be mad at his ex-friend.
You got that right. I think it just boils down to nothing but pure jealousy. Look at Diamond Dan. He's on top of the world right now. He's got the tag strap, got the new honey by his side, and what's Quicksilver have?
TV strap.
He has the TV
That's what
strap.
you meant to say.
That's what I meant to say. I'm glad I got such good
The
comrades.
wire's unplugged, I think.
You got that right, Daddy.
We got the Lumberjack coming in the ring. Obvious distraction. Knows how to play the referee.
That's illegal.
Is that
footwork.
Billy Jack Haynes?
I'm not sure. It could be. There's many people it could be, but
Must have shaved his chest.
yeah, and he's got a little.
He's went on
smaller.
Nutrisystem.
You know who he kind of looks like?
Ronald McDonald.
He looks like this guy named, it was Flash something. He kind of wrestles like him a little bit, too.
I wrestled that guy years ago, that Flash guy.
Oh yeah, there's that
What's-
song,
what's-
Jumpin' Jack Flash.
Flash in the pan, I think is what it was.
Oh, you guys are slaying.
Boy, this bounty hunter, he's a tough individual
I heard he rides a Harley in the middle of December. Is that true, Dallas?
when he can't find his horse.
Well, that's his date too, isn't it?
The horse?
Yeah.
Could be.
Or the hog.
Well, you know, you got to take what you can get when you're stunning as Mr. Hunter there.
Look at this. Is he setting him up for a pile driver?
No, it's a form of the pedigree. You know that.
That reminds me of what Tito Santana used to do in the ring.
Well, you know, yeah.
He may hit him with that jalapeno.
Looks like he's got him with a Texas cloverleaf right now. He might break Billy the Kid's back.
This is very impressive. Usually you see him come in.
Texas cloverleaf.
Yes, sir.
I like that.
Thank you.
You're up on your holds.
Usually you'll see this bounty hunter just come in the ring and just beat people up. Not this week. Well, now he is. Thanks, bounty hunter, for ruining my story.
What kind of move is that? He just kicking him in the derriere there.
That's called the derriere kick. It's a good Greco-Roman move.
Look at the power on behalf of the bounty hunter. He flung Billy the Kid into that turnbuckle like he was nothing. Billy the Kid's got to be in the 230, 240 range. I don't even know.
He
weighs in about 250.
Does he?
But you got a 300-pounder going to get referee Kim Goldsby's totally on the wrong side of Dodge.
You got that right.
Snapmare.
That Lumberjack just does not impress me.
I thought it was Kim Goldsby, but obviously it's not.
I've seen better heads on a piece of celery than on that Lumberjack. You know that deal. We've seen some other people.
Better heads on celery.
You know that.
I haven't seen that many celery.
I thought maybe he said a frosty mug of beer better.
Well, there's no. Well, we won't get into heads. Or Kimberly. We better stop while we're ahead.
Well, exactly. And look at this Lumberjack.
He is
hammering away.
Yeah, but he's still a jabroni.
But who do you think he is? Now, I told you guys, I think it was last week, that I have an idea who El Diablo is.
Okay, hit me with it.
I can't let the cat out of the bag yet, but if you knew, you'd be stunned.
I mean, you've been in the back of the locker room. Some say, I've heard rumors. I don't know, should I go out on a limb and say who I've heard the rumors of? I heard that his initials are JC. I don't know if you guys have heard that or not.
I cannot confirm.
No comment. No comment.
I'm not going to confirm or deny
I've been in
that.
both dressing rooms through my career. You know that. One time I had to dress in the Shell station across the street.
Not the most popular person in the locker room.
That was a very low blow.
You don't know what that guy's hiding in those gloves. And I'm kind of just frightened with that.
I'm in the dark on what he has in the
dark
gloves.
right now. It looks like Diamond Dan's definitely working on the leg of the bounty hunter, and it's very, very frightening right now. I don't have my security blanket. I don't have anything.
Looks like he's going to twist the arm. And another arm twist. Diamond Dan backing off. Very, very ring cagey, Diamond Dan. And look at that. A reverse crescent kick.
See, that is that was almost reminiscent of Booker T's Harlem Heat ghetto kick. Diamond Dan is a consummate professional. He totally what a
clothesline.
Did you see the impact on that? Broken up by the Lumberjack.
I tell you what, if Lumberjack wouldn't have come in, that match would I do believe would have been over.
Well, like I was saying, they focus on one part of the body and just exploit it. Let's see if Billy the Kid keeps up this pace.
Well, I'm somewhat in the dark over here. What's going on?
You got me, Daddy. I'm madder than a paper hanger. Didn't get it. He should have hooked the tights.
He should. Well, Billy the Kid, young wrestler, wants to come in, wants to play by the rules, wants to do what the fans. He wants to be for the fans.
Well, you know, when the ref's not looking, there's no reason he can't take one of them big cowboy boots off and waffle the dude.
That's what he has to get. It's more aggressive. You guys are exactly right.
Wait a minute. Now you guys are saying he should take off his boot. Why don't you just tell him?
You have to fight fire with fire. I'm saying if someone does that to you, are you going to stand there and take it? You wouldn't take it on the street. You don't take it in the ring. I'm not saying you come in there and start that away, but if they're going to do that to you, you've got to get aggressive. That's what he needs to do to be successful. Now, he's very popular with the fans, but I guarantee you they would love him if he would do that.
Did he have brass knucks? Is that what he had? He did. He sure did, and he's calling for the bell. Good. And that blows your guys' theory of let's just do whatever we have to win, because they got disqualified. They're the losers.
Don't you have a Boy Scout meeting you have to go to?
The Kid!
I'm shocked.
The Crow, as he told us, the winners of the match, Billy the Kid.
He must have got the Good Scout Award.
And Diamond Dan.
The winners by default, Diamond Dan and Billy the Kid.
Look at Quicksilver in there acting like he cares. That is obviously a farce and a ploy to lure Dan into that false sense of security.
That is the F word. That is fake, farce, and phony.
Yep. Look at they're Pearl Harboring him. And I'm shocked that Quicksilver's actually...
Look, he threw one punch. He threw one punch and then says his knee's hurting. Yeah.
Hold him up for me, Diamond Dan. You hold him so that I can just throw punches.
Look at that. Look at that. Let's see who's doing most of the work. Look at that. Quicksilver is just using Diamond Dan. You notice?
Look at that. That punch wouldn't have hurt my grandmother. God rest her soul. Well, there's no way it hurt Quicksilver. He's faking it out there.
Look at him. If I didn't know any better, if I didn't think Quicksilver was in the ring, I would have sent the Lumberjack with Quicksilver. But
I would have too.
look at that. Look, obviously taking it easy on Quicksilver. There's some kind of ploy here. You guys saw it here. A farce.
You got to set him up before you can knock him down.
You got that right, Tornado.
Well, the match coming up's our feature.
Introducing into the ring at this time, at a weight of 218 pounds, Madman Pondo!
The crazy man, the Madman Pondo, and there you see it, Dallas, coming out here sporting that bat, that barbed wire bat he stole from Ian Rotten.
And Ian Rotten agreed to this matchup. Madman Pondo stole it for a reason. Said he lost to you. Well, we remember. We remember the barbed wire baseball bat match. That was Ian's specialty. Pondo stole this, he said, to get him in his type of match. A wrestling match? Well, I'm not sure that's his type of match, but that's what type of match they signed. No special rules. It's a wrestling match.
And his opponent, from Louisville, Kentucky, at a weight of 238 pounds, Ian Rotten!
He must have went on a major diet, because I think that should be 83. I think somebody's got that backwards. He's about 283. But anyway, and he looks kind of, should I say, naked without that that bat?
Yeah, he's usually sporting that around there. That's become part of his trademark there, just as that trash can lid of one Madman Pondo. And there he is having some words here with the PWI fans at ringside. And speaking of at ringside, there you see her again, Dallas, Lady Vendetta.
That's right. She wasn't out when they had their first match up in PWI, when the promotion landed the rematch that everyone wanted, that baseball bat barbed wire match. She wasn't at ringside. And Ian come out on top in that particular matchup. And now it's kind of came full circle. We're back to a classic wrestling match. Ian said he would give him the chance and he would go into his type of match, just a wrestling match. I don't personally think Madman Pondo can out-wrestle Ian Rotten.
Well, here, Ian Rotten has that headlock across the side of the head of Madman Pondo. Pondo pushes out there, and Ian Rotten comes off with a shoulder block. Steps over, Pondo up, tries to take him over, reversal, and another reversal as these two go outside. Oh! Pondo over the outside onto the concrete.
Well, in the PWI, throwing a man over the top rope is not an automatic disqualification, as is the case in some other promotions. Remember, with PWI Championship Wrestling, Dave,
there are no bounds.
Exactly.
And Ian Rotten has shown they can take it to the furthermost limits here in the PWI, as he's brought in the barbed wire baseball bat match, and the PWI continues to land the big name.
You got to wonder, are they going to wrestle, or when is this going to break loose?
Well, any time here.
It's not a question of will it. I think it's a question of when. I would put even money that this match will end in some sort of disqualification or something. You want to lay me odds on the time?
Well, I mean, these two guys, I don't know if the match ended, they'd quit wrestling, Dallas.
You know, if I can make some money here, maybe Austin needs a loan.
Yeah, I'm sure he's a little bit short right now, Dallas. You think he might ask you for a ride home tonight?
No, I don't think so. This has been a shocking week. What happened with Austin, my announcement, Kamal and Johnny, they just mixed it up and got nutty, and no winner there. And then we got this now, and then coming up here in just a minute, we got the champ defending his title after this match. What a week!
Man, you can't get it any better, and you're seeing it here on PWI Championship Wrestling. And you see right before you, Johnny Lee still maintaining some legitimacy and control here in this match, but Ian Rotten taking it right to Madman Pondo as he whips him across into that turnbuckle. Pondo down, face first on the mat. And again, Ian Rotten right on top of him. Taking him in, setting him up, whips him into the turnbuckle again. And here he comes charging.
Oh, mercy. That hurt me all the way over here. I mean, he caught him in the chin, in the mouth. Spit out a couple of them eye teeth, will you?
Man, see him get up there like that on the run and catch him flat-footed with both feet, Dallas. Unbelievable.
You know, the Colts have been trying to sign a new kicker up here in Indianapolis. When we're up here doing our TV, when I'm not down on the wild side, I have to read the Indianapolis Colts scandal. I call it the scandal because I'm a Cowboys fan, obviously, but I understand they're trying to get... They could use him right there as a kicker because I'll tell you what, that was a 50-yarder straight down the middle up the uprights.
That's right, and he lifted it up right there. He about uprooted the bottom molars of one Madman Pondo there. Speaking of molars, I think he just felt it again.
He could do a commercial for Polygrip.
There, whipping him off. Off the rope he comes, and the Rotten takes him down. One vicious slam into the apron there as Pondo feeling the wrath of Ian Rotten again, taking him down, working him. That vice grip on the chin there.
Oh, Ian just kind of sent a little message towards Lady Vendetta's way. I think the camera picked it up. I won't elaborate.
Not much respect given to Miss Lady Vendetta there on the outside net.
You get what you earn.
Lady, that might be stretching a few things there on terminology. But Pondo back to his feet now. Rotten takes a chop across the chest of Rotten, drills one into the stomach. Takes him up, sets him up off the ropes. Pondo with a vicious elbow into the throat of Ian Rotten. Rotten on the mat there. Pondo coming down, raking the eyes.
He raked his eyes when he was down. I'm not sure he couldn't have pinned him. I seriously doubt it, but I mean, Ian's kind of gasping right now.
Oh, on the outside he goes there. On the outside, there she is, showing you the lady that she is. Bringing the boots up into Ian Rotten. Ian Rotten taking it.
I'm going to tell you what, Ian Rotten is not one that'll sit still and just take that off
anyone.
A woman, a lady.
Off
She better not get caught because he will inflict damage upon her.
Yes, sir. Anyone coming out into the corner of Madman Pondo is definitely alienated themselves from. What's this? Looked like Pondo was going to set him up for the stretch, and he takes him up now, coming across the boot, across the chest.
You know, I may have to talk to Ian Rotten in depth because him and his brother Axel got into a major falling out in ECW, and they still don't get along, and maybe he can give me some pointers on how to conduct business with Austin.
Well, right now he's got some more important business at hand there.
Well, no, I said I wouldn't get in the ring. I was going to say me and Ian can team up and Austin can go get Axel.
Yeah, let's not retract so quick there, Dallas.
No, I'm not going to get back in the ring until we get this settled.
Again, on the outside there you see her, Lady Vendetta on the outside.
When you got that blonde.
Second man out there.
Oh, mercy!
With that trash can lid there.
Where's the referees over there tending to Pondo on the outside, and he missed that one. He may get a pinfall out of this. Is he going to pin him?
Well, she caught him there with the...
Hey, he's got his feet on the ropes. Well, see, he took too much time, and Ian got out. Man, he is busted open.
She caught him, Dallas. She caught him there with the handle side of that lid, and I
busted,
think it just
literally wide open. Kind of reminds me of, well, we talked about that.
Yeah, we saw that, Matt. We saw that match where we saw something like this before, and there you see Lady Vendetta holding down.
Oh, now that's not right.
And the winner, Madman Pondo!
Did not catch it, and there he comes in, trashing him with that trash can lid. Lady Vendetta in there, kicking away. Both of them working on Ian Rotten. Continue to pound away. Madman Pondo trashing him with that lid there. And you see him, he's busted open on top of the
And I can't get in there to help him. I'd love to get in there to help him, but number one, I'd be suspended. I'm supposed to be commentating. Number two, I've told you I ain't going to get in the ring.
Well, as it continues on, Johnny Lee trying to maintain, keeping him back from Ian Rotten there. As you see him, the bloodletting there by Ian Rotten.
This is busted out, and this is not even our main event today, not even our feature.
And
somebody's got to get in there and help Ian Rotten.
And it continues to pummel Ian Rotten with that lid. Pondo on the outside
better look out.
Look out. Vendetta. Oh, Ian Rotten's got it by it. Oh, no.
My! Can you believe that? I mean, he took her out.
Taking her down with that. Man.
I told you, Ian Rotten doesn't care, male or female, you get in his way, he'll knock you down.
She is
and
not moving.
Pondo can't believe it. He's in tears.
He has realized the mistake he made.
Oh, mercy, through a chair.
Ian Rotten hitting him from the outside with that chair. And she is not budged, Dallas.
Oh, she is out, literally out. Pondo was just absolutely in shock. He was in tears, and from nowhere came that chair. And Ian Rotten says, take my bomb out, I'll take what you got. And he took Vendetta, and you're right, she has not moved. Dave, we got to get out of this. This is an ugly situation.
Well, there you see Ian Rotten leaving very bloody, very bloody. And as we return back here, several wrestlers coming in. Rex checking it out. Pondo is just totally in shock here. Letting the guard down. He was outside the ring. He left outside the ring, allowing Ian Rotten to be in the ring with Lady Vendetta. And Ian took it to her. Fans, we're going to take a break here, and we'll be back.
This is PWI Live, and Pro Wrestling International returns to the International Arena at 1056 East Vermont Street on Saturday, January the 13th, 7 o'clock, with Invasion 96, A New Beginning. Already signed for the PWI Championship, Dallas Tornado James with brother Austin James in his corner to go up against El Diablo with Von Blitzkrieg in his corner. In addition to that, you'll see Damian Anderson handcuffed to one Papa James. For the PWI Tag Team Championship, it'll be on the line when East West Incorporated, Superstar TJ Powers, Gentleman Johnny Walker go up against Damian Anderson's Devil's Den. For the PWI television title, Diamond Dan meets former best friend and partner, Quicksilver. What a wild one that shall be. And in a special challenge match, it's Bobo Brazil Jr., the former champion, to meet the man that cost him his title, Madman Pondo. Remember, fans, all tickets are priced at $5. Under 6 admitted free, and the doors open up at 6 o'clock sharp when PWI Championship Wrestling returns to International Arena, 1056 East Vermont Street on Saturday, January the 13th with Invasion 96, A New Beginning. Saturday, January 13th, 7 o'clock.
Put him in his own.
Well, there you go. Basher's very
right to the throat.
Right to the throat.
Right to the throat.
Better check it out, Bill. Come on.
Now, I thought bulls didn't like the color red.
Well, he's full of bull.
See, I don't know if you guys noticed that, but I think Bill was making goo-goo eyes at Kimberly.
Well,
Did you know that I heard a rumor that the Dangerous Bull is going to bring in another partner?
I had heard that rumor, too.
Initials BB.
BB?
Could it be, well, it's not Bruce Jenner, because that'd be BJ.
Well, it's not Bruiser Brody, because he's no longer with us.
No.
Yeah.
BB.
I'm
stumped. Fans, if you have any clue out there, give us a call on the hotlines.
That's a 335-4688 or a 335-4697. Nothing.
The only hint that I'll give is this gentleman has wrestled sparingly a few years ago for WCW, and not in a prominent role.
I think I have an idea who it is. If he brings him in,
his last name is that of a country music star.
If he brings him in, it is going to be Danger City around PWI.
They would make a great tag team. I would have to say that.
I'm telling you what, Johnny Walker, and he's in trouble in this match. If what you say is true, and if I'm picking up the vibes right, that could be a lethal combination.
You guys got that right?
I have to agree.
I don't have a clue on who it is, but hey, anybody in Don Basher, lethal, lethal, lethal. I heard Jack Kevorkian liked Don Basher. Don Basher is Dr. Jack Kevorkian's favorite wrestler.
I had not heard that. As Johnny Carson would say, I did not know that.
And I had heard that. I had heard that.
You know, I think this should just
Dr. Jack.
This should just be celebrity impersonation time. So
with the tornado.
This is Dusty Rose, and the Dangerous Bull gives him a slam.
Oh, it's risky business if you will.
Here's your tag chance.
Deal.
Can't even come close. I'll just imitate the real deal.
Looks like he might be.
He's no fun whatsoever.
Yeah, who's that moron?
Whether you like it or you don't like it, learn to love it. Dangerous Bull. Don Basher is the best thing going today.
He had a flair about that, didn't he?
Yeah. Woo! He did. Looks like TJ's really jumping at the gun.
Oh, yeah, but we don't like that guy here. No, we don't. No.
You got that right.
Oh, look at this Jimmy Jack Hammer grabbing the ropes for leverage. And where is Bill?
Making goo-goo eyes at Kimberly. You know that.
I think they was heading off the concession stand.
I'll tell you something that I've heard rumors of Kimberly and the Tornado.
Hot dog and a Coke and 2 straws.
You know that. Look at the.
Or an RC and a
you
moon
guys
pie.
are trying to start some trouble over here.
Well, I'm just reporting what I heard through.
Beautiful reversal right there that you
grapevine.
overlooked with bogus rumors.
Yeah.
Looks like he whips him into the ropes. What's he gonna do?
Kimberly and I are nothing more than friends. As Lady Diana would say.
Keep smiling, keep shining.
Thank you.
No,
that's enough, Dion.
Did
they make a tag there? It looks like Johnny Walker. It may be injured. Jimmy Jack Hammer. I bet you the champs came into this match overlooking the competition. They're not a highly rated team.
They haven't tagged that much, but they've both been on tag teams. Jimmy Jack Hammer with Heavy Construction. I think his partner still lost. And the Dangerous Bull, he's teamed up with Minnie.
No, Dangerous Bull.
Now look at the action. Don't be looking at the person in the red, and I don't mean the bull.
Well, you know, Don has quite the attractive figure.
Don is a handsome lad.
He gets all the chicas. Everybody's hot for Don.
You know, I have to wonder that, Gentleman Johnny Walker and TJ Powers feuded for years. They were on opposite sides of the rule book. How can they are tag team champions right now, but how long can it really last?
That's a very good question. I would say until somebody makes a mistake, one of them gets in major trouble, and we've seen John in major trouble, but TJ always comes out to help him. We've seen TJ in some problems. John's always there, but I would say until there's a major mistake made, they'll get along fine. TJ likes the gold. As long as he's got the gold, they'll be fine. If they lose the gold, there'll be trouble.
Gotta put you on the hot seat real quick, Tornado. I don't know how fond you are of both these people, but if you had to team with either Walker or Powers, which one?
I'd have to go with TJ because him and I's tagged up before, and we just complement each other a lot better.
I think TJ used to throw you off the top rope like that too, didn't he?
No.
He put you in the launch position.
But TJ and Gentleman Johnny Walker do score the pin.
Victorious again, and as I always say each and every week today, the credits are rolling. Gentlemen, it's been a pleasure.
Don't forget.
Maybe we'll have you back.
Call back. Tell them you love the live wire guy and the real deal.
It's been a different type of commentating other than what I'm used to, but boy, there's a twosome, or a foursome, or a threesome, or
Bill's a one.
He's hanging around there. He looks like Cyclops with one eye hanging out.
Whoa, let's not go
Halton.
Yep.
And you see those two getting out on different sides of the ring, but
This may be
we'll
the
be
last
back
time.
next week. We don't know if Dave will be here. Maybe it'll be you two by yourselves. Boy, lock you up and put the rubber padding on the side of the walls.
See you guys.
And that's